intel did you get out?
Let's just focus on flying, shall we?
Too right. Kinsey, does this ship have a radio?
Radio signals bounce around space for...
Oh yeah, this is my jam.
Welcome to another episode of It's Those Guys Game Reviews. I am Nick Silveranato, and this is a Saint. What are you doing? What is this? Because you're wearing a purple shirt?
Yeah. Saint's colors, man. Gotta think outside the box.
Well, thank God I talked him out of you bringing the big purple dildo.
I had to talk you out of coming into this with a cape and no shirt.
I was going to do it naked.
I talked about that first. Then I talked him out of the cape.
I could have brought the cape. Anyway, so, okay, first I have to admit something that I'm ashamed to admit, that I have never played a Saints Row game before.
And we're reviewing a Saints Row game? Madness!
I know, it's like, what the hell? You know, how are you going to play this game if you haven't played the other games? You know what, because I
don't
did.
have to,
Fuck
because
you.
from what because in case...
You're talking to a guy who played Arkham City before he played Arkham Asylum, so just throwing that out there. Like, there's no rule saying they have to play the games
Not to
in
mention,
order.
I'm sure the games aren't interconnected in any way possible.
And I played, actually they are, and I played Mega Man 2 way before Mega Man 1, but I think everybody has, so I don't know if that's a good enough argument.
Wait, when did you play Mega Man 1?
Oh, yeah, you know, honestly, I didn't play Mega Man 1 until I moved out here. Because when I finally got to play it, we rented it. I rented it from a video game, not from a video store. Anybody remember video stores? You know, you used to go to an actual store and they have like games and DVDs and we're supposed to be doing a game review, right? So anyway, Saints Row is kind of like Saints Row 4 at least. How can I put this? Kind of like Mass Effect meets Grand Theft Auto. And they go on vacation in the Matrix. That's basically the best I can to describe this game. So hey, let's get into it. The Saints have elevated themselves to White House status as they have effectively taken over Congress, and the main character, you, is now the President of the United States. Suddenly, aliens invade and attack the White House as they abduct various members of the staff and the human race in general. Honestly, I don't think I could come up with a better plot.
As the president fights off the invaders, he confronts the alien leader Zinyak. Zinyak overpowers the president and throws him in a virtual prison, which is totally nothing like the Matrix, I swear.
Soon, one of the president's staff members, Kinsey, gets in contact with the president and informs him of the situation and helps him escape. As retaliation for the defiance, Zinyak blows up the planet.
What a fucking sore loser.
I know, right? So the president decides to go back in the simulation, free his other friends and staff members, and take the fight to Zinyak to get revenge for blowing up the Earth.
Saints Row is, at its heart, an open-world sandbox game where you can either do the main missions to advance the story or do side quests to your heart's content. And boy oh boy, do they give you side quests. Because unlike this guy who hates doing side stuff, I'm all about the side content.
Why? So I wanted to see how the story progressed. Sue me.
Enemy is the alien force known as the Zim, which act as a police force sent to destroy you should you call their attention, and there are many ways to do that.
Wait a minute. The alien invaders are called the Zim. Oh, I get it.
What?
Invader Zim!
What?
Okay. Real. And what's a wide open game without the ability to steal cars? I'm pretty sure it's a rule that cars must be stolen in open world games, otherwise you're not allowed to make games like this. Hello? Yes, I am a big game producer. Oh, you're making a game, an open world game? Well, let me ask you a question about that. Are you able to steal cars? What? You're not? I'm sorry. I, as a big game publisher, am not interested in your open world game where you can't steal cars. Have a nice day. Can you believe this guy tried to sell me the idea of a game with an open world game where they don't allow you to steal cars?
The nerve.
Right?
As you play the game, you rescue members of your cabinet to help you fight the aliens. You can also recruit people off the streets to join your gang. During the game, you can shut down various hotspots that the alien forces use to control the city. As you take over parts of the city, the more city you control, the more people you can recruit.
You can also romance the characters. All of them. Any of them. Remember how I said it was kind of like Mass Effect? Aside from the many, many guns you can pick up, you can also acquire superpowers. That's right, in the virtual simulation, your character can learn all types of powers, ranging from super jumping to elemental powers. This really helps you in battle with the Zim and any other adversaries that you might come across in the game.
You can also upgrade your abilities as you play through the game. This can range from more health and stamina to stronger super moves and the ability to hold more ammo. You can also dress yourself on the occasion. Yeah, like this guy here who took a trip to the clothing shops every 5 minutes of gameplay he did. I buy one toilet, and you never let me forget about it. One toilet? You were at the shop every 5 minutes. You know what, next time, why don't I just go buy us or rent, a Barbie game, and you can play dress up all you want. They do give you a lot of options, though. You could say that.
There's also the notoriety gauge. I think that's what it's called. Depending on how much damage you do to the citizens in the virtual world, you may turn against you and begin to attack. If that isn't bad enough, the local authorities team up with the aliens to take you down as well. Controls, in my opinion, are quite spotty. Most of the time you seem way too haphazard and sloppy. This doesn't help with the equally dismal camera, which is pretty hard to control when you're fighting enemies at the same time. You can be attacked from all sides and die pretty quickly in firefights. It's not entirely horrible, but it can lead to some frustration, especially in the warden fights. You can also piss them off if you fail at hacking. I mean, one of the mechanics of the game to get territorial is to hack into stores. I find as you I've hacked a lot of stores, and as you progress through the hacking, the sequences get harder and harder and harder. It starts by 3x3 to 6x6, and eventually gets to a 9x9 going on. And you got to use all these little sequence code things to get to like one side of the thing to the other. It's annoying. Yeah, if you fail that, then the authorities or the aliens, they start attacking you, and the best way to get them to stop, or if you're getting attacked on all sides, is you're supposed to find this orange glowing ball that's flying around. It's like the guy contacting or whatever, and you're supposed to chase down and destroy it. And it's kind of like funny because when you're chasing the thing down, it keeps telling you to like stop. But it's kind of annoying. I don't like that guy. I'm glad when you finally catch him, you crush him, because yeah, I hate that thing. That condescending piece. Still, despite the fact that it's not the most graphically impressive game and the controls could have been better, the game is fun. The dialogue is pretty impressive, and there were many lines and situations that gave me a good laugh. The game knows this game and lets you cut loose in various ways. I'm sorry I ignored this series in the past, but that's definitely something I will no longer be doing. Bring on Saints Row 5. I know I'm not sure if there will be a Saints Row 5. I don't know. Maybe because the planet was blown up? It doesn't mean they can't, go someplace else and start a new Saints Row. That's not a rule. Well, they could, but makes you think, where the fuck is the series going? Where can the series go from here? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they can figure it out. Anyway, like I said, despite those minimal gripes, it's a pretty interesting game. I mean, it keeps you going. The voice acting is, it's not spectacular, but it's not bad. It's pretty fun, and it's definitely a game that can keep you occupied for hours at a time with all the stuff you can do. Side quests, side missions to help out your fellow partners, doing whatever, stealing cars, and, changing your outfit every now and then, and a lot of people like to play the game with, naked for some reason. I don't know why they give you the option to streak. There's really no point in doing that since, it's all blurry anyway. You can also buy a toilet costume. I don't know why. Well, I guess there's a lot of crap in the simulated city, and you gotta go flush it out and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and give the game a B+. I would have given it a little higher rating if the controls weren't like close to being ass. Like I said, they're not horrible, but they're not the greatest thing ever. And it's still a fun game, and you'll definitely have a good time with it. Have at it. Have fun.
I'm gonna have to give this game an A, because one thing I absolutely love to do in this game is I like to use my powers to freeze enemies and then walk out to them and shotgun blast them out of existence.
Also,
My
like
favorite thing to do in this game.
I also like the fact that you can actually grab them and snap their neck if you have to. You know, the weird thing about it is you can use them as a shield, but it doesn't seem to work. I mean, I was grabbing characters using a shield and I was getting shot anyway, even if the characters were like right in front of me and shooting at me. They were somehow bypassing the guy I was holding and hitting him anyway. I don't know what's up with that, but whatever. So, this has been another episode of It's Those Guys Game Reviews. Like, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.